Library of Heaven's Path. Chapter 68, Paying Respect to Teacher Zhang Xuan. Grandfather, I have heard of clan head Wang Hong. He is listed in the potential Zongxi board and he ranks within the top 10 most influential figures within the kingdom. His cultivation has already reached Fighter 7 Dan Pinnacle, just a step off from Zongxi. Why would a person of such standing pay a visit to you? Shangbin's eyes shone in excitement, although he still found the situation before him unbelievable. In Tianqian Kingdom, those who knew of the royal family were aware of the four great clans as well. Clan head Wang Hong, as the strongest individual in the Wang clan, had already reached Fighter 7 Dan Pinnacle and his name spread far and wide. Normally, it was impossible to fawn on such a person even if one intended to. Yet, today, he specially made the journey to pay a visit to his grandfather. If it weren't for him hearing the news firsthand, it would be hard for him to think of it to be true. Haha, it must be Wang Tao. Elder Shang Chen chuckled. Wang Tao Shui? Shui is a young master. That's right. Wang Tao is the eldest son of clan head Wang Hong and eventually, he will succeed his position in the Wang clan. Not only did I accept him as my disciple, I even successfully brought his strength up to Fighter 4 Dan Piga realm. Thinking of it now, the clan head might be aware of my efforts to nurture him, thus, he came here specially to express his gratitude. Elder Shang Chen stroked his beard, indescribable gleefulness could be heard from his words. Wang Tao, is his student? Listening to their conversation, Zhang Xuan was taken aback. He was aware that Wang Ying's brother was accepted as a disciple by an elder. However, never would he have imagined that the elder would be him. Yes. Shen Bairu nodded her head, although her complexion was still awful. It would be better for you to expend your energy on thinking of a solution to your problem. Elder Shang Chen is obviously against you, and now, he has the Wang clan behind his back as well. In the future, he will be even more domineering. Even if you were to stay in the academy, you will be in for a difficult time. We'll talk about it in the future. Zhang Xuan didn't care about it at all. Even if the other party were to pick against him, he wasn't someone that could be bullied so easily. At most, he just had to reveal his strength and settle the matter with strength. After all, with the Library of Heaven's Path which allowed him to see through the flaws of others, it was hard to say which one of them would emerge victorious. You. Seeing the fellow behaving so nonchalantly, Shen Bairu stomped her feet furiously. She had been worrying about him, and yet he didn't care about it at all. How infuriating. Let's go and welcome them. Gleefully, Elder Shang Chen hurriedly led Shangbin and the rest to the entrance of the academy. A personal visit from the clan head of one of the four great clans, it would be worth the effort even if they had to welcome him from outside the academy, needless to say, its entrance. If he could strike a connection with them, then it was possible that he might even become a candidate for the position of vice principal for the selection that was going to be held next year. Elder Shang. Before reaching the entrance, a group of 7 to 8 people walked over with widened strides. The one leading the group was a middle-aged man. There was an authoritative tone between his brows. It was clear with one look that he had been in an esteemed position for a long time. The clan head of the Wang clan, Wang Hong. There were a few elderly following behind him, and every movement of theirs exuded the strength of one that was at minimum Pigsu realm. Without guessing, it was clear to see that they are the elders of the Wang clan. At the very back, there were 2 youngsters. One of them was Wang Tao while the other one was the grandson of the second elder, Wang Yan, who was just admitted into the academy this year. It was said that he had been admitted as a student of Lu Sunlishi. Possessing decent talent, he was favored by him. I am flattered by the personal visit of clan head Wang. If there is any matter, you can always just pass a message to me. Coming over like this, I am very honored. Elder Shang Chen hurriedly said. There is no need to be so formal. To tell the truth, I do have a matter that I require your help on, Clan Head Wang Hong replied with a smile. Clan Head Wang, feel free to speak. Elder Shang Chen quickly responded. If he was able to do him a favor, then surely he would be able to successfully climb on the massive tree known as the Wang clan. I'm sure Elder Shang has already heard of my youngest daughter, Wang Ying. I've heard that she had acknowledged a teacher named Zhang Xuan. Clan Head Wang Hong spoke slowly. Zhang Xuan? Is Clan Head Wang here to find trouble with him? Shang Bin's eyes twinkled. He almost leapt from the overwhelming elation upon hearing those words. Previously, he saw Wang Taoxie outside Zhang Xuan's classroom, and he knew that Wang Ying was deceived into becoming Zhang Xuan's student. It was within his expectations that the Wang clan would not allow such a thing to happen. However, not even in his dreams would he have expected that the other party would make a move so swiftly, even having their clan head to come in person to settle the issue. Clenching his fists tightly, Shang Bin roared frenziedly in laughter in his mind. So what if you have won the Enlightenment Will trial? This is the Wang clan, one of the 4 great clans of Tianqian Royal City. Not mentioning how you are the worst teacher of the entire academy, even if a reputable teacher like Wang Chao were to offend them, he will also be in for a ride of misfortune. Given that Shang Bin was able to think of such a possibility, naturally, Cao Xiong also arrived at the same conclusion. His entire body trembled intensely in excitement, as though he was afflicted with epilepsy. Shut up. This isn't the place for you to speak. Hearing his grandson interrupt Clan Head Wang's words, Elder Shang Chen quickly chastised him. Even though he was the head of the Education Bureau, he had too much work that required his attention. All he knew was that Zhang Xuan had recruited 5 students, but as for who the 5 are, he was completely oblivious to it. As such, he didn't know that Wang Ying was also his student. Don't worry about, Clan Head Wang Hong waved his hand to show that he wasn't bothered by Shang Bin's interruption. However, halfway through his words, Wang Tao stepped forward and shouted, "Father! What's wrong?" Clan Head Wang Hong frowned. That person there is Zhang Xianlishi. Wang Tao pointed. Upon walking into the hall of the Enlightenment Will Tower, he spotted and recognized Zhang Xian. He is Zhang Lishi? Looking over, Clan Head Wang Hong's eyebrows shot up. That's right, this person over here is our academy's Zhang Xian. He never thought that Zhang Lishi would be so daring to even deceive Wang Ying. A gleam flashed across Elder Shang Chen's eyes as he introduced him with a smile. He. This time, he is in for a tough time. Clan Head Wang is decisive when it comes to killing others. He isn't as law-abiding as us teachers. He deserves it, to dare to even deceive the precious daughter of Clan Head Wang. Aren't his guts a little much too inflated? Seeing Clan Head Wang Hong turning his attention to Zhang Xian the moment he walked into the hall, Shang Bin and Cao Xiong laughed heartily in their hearts at his misfortune. Which of those who managed to become a clan head of the 4 great clans aren't vicious? As the academy's worst teacher, he is courting death for trying to coax the daughter of such a person. Just when the two thought that Zhang Xian was doomed this time, an incredulous spectacle suddenly unfolded before them. They only saw Clan Head Wang Hong taking 2 steps forward to stand before Zhang Xian. He wasn't as angry as they expected him to be, neither did he assault him as they expected him to. Rather, with an excited expression, he bowed deeply and carefully. Wang Hong pays his respects to Zhang Xianlishi. His attitude made it feel as though he was paying respects to some great leader, fearful that his abrupt appearance and words would incur the displeasure of the other party. The heck? Surely my eyes are mistaken. This. How can this be? Shang Bin and Cao Xiong spasmed simultaneously, and the both of them almost lost consciousness on the spot. What is going on? This isn't how the script should go. Shouldn't Clan Head Wang Hong roar at Zhang Xian upon catching sight of him, then pummel him while he's at it? Why did he suddenly bow, and even pay respects? It might just be a formality, but not even his own grandfather, Elder Shang Chen, had the privilege of being greeted like this just now. What rights did a fellow with a score of 0 in the teacher qualification examination have to be entitled to such a greeting? Calm down, clan head Wang Hong. Being angry hurts one's liver. The worst teacher in the academy isn't worthy of your wrath. Cough cough. Initially, Elder Shang Chen had wanted to play the role of a good person so as to pretend to persuade him otherwise. However, halfway through his words, he saw that sight unfolding before him. In this instant, he felt as though he had eaten a dead rat. His smile froze on his face and he almost choked to death on his saliva. Didn't you say that Zhang Xuan deceived Wang Yang to become his student? Didn't you say that clan head Wang Hong is here to find trouble with him? Can someone tell me, what the heck is going on here?